The old man Tiberio, his face a roadmap of wrinkles etched by sun and time, held his Escrima stick aloft. The sunlight glinted off the polished wood, a simple stick, yet in his gnarled hand it pulsed with an almost imperceptible energy. He wasn't showing off, he was praying. For Tiberio, the practice of Kenpo Arnis wasn't just martial art, it was a communion. He'd learned this way from his master teacher, a man who'd found solace and strength in the rhythmic movements, the precise angles, the effortless flow of the stick. His Escrima stick, perfectly proportioned to his arm, felt like an extension of his being, a conduit for the unseen energies that flowed through him. It wasn't magic in the theatrical sense, but a deeper, more profound magic. The magic of understanding one's own limits and then pushing past them, guided by a higher power. The stick itself was inanimate, a piece of wood, but when held with intention, with faith, it transformed. It became a tool not just for self-defense, but for self-discovery, a physical manifestation of his connection to the divine. He believed the movements, the precise strikes and blocks, were a dance with God, a prayer answered in the grace and precision of the art. His student Matteo watched with rapt attention. He was young, impatient, eager to master the physicality of the art, but still struggling to grasp its spiritual core. Tiberio saw the doubt in his eyes, the frustration at his own clumsiness. He lowered his stick, its tip resting gently on the dusty earth. "The stick, Matteo," he said, his voice raspy but strong. "It is but a tool. It is the heart, the intention that gives it power. You can wield it with anger, with fear, with hatred, and it will serve you, but it will also serve to destroy you, consume you in its darkness." Or, he raised his stick again, and the wood gleaming like polished amber in the afternoon sun. You can use it with humility, with discipline, with faith. Then the stick becomes a prayer, a bridge between yourself and something greater. The chi flows through it, not as some mystical energy, but as a focus, a channel for your own strength, your own spirit. He demonstrated a slow, deliberate movement, the stick tracing elegant arcs in the air, a silent conversation with the wind, the sun, the very earth beneath their feet. Matteo, finally understanding, stepped forward. He picked up his own Escrima stick, a smaller version perfectly tailored to his frame. He closed his eyes, taking a deep breath, and began the simple movements Tiberio had shown him. There was still awkwardness, still some hesitation, but something had shifted. His movements were no longer just physical exertions. They became mindful, deliberate, and almost meditative. The stick now felt less like a weapon and more like an extension of himself, a conduit for his growing understanding. As he moved, he felt a sense of calm settle over him, a connection to the earth, to his teacher, and to something far greater than himself. In that moment, the stick was no longer just a stick. It was a pathway, a testament to the power of faith, discipline, and the profound connection between the physical and the spiritual. The simple act of holding the stick was now becoming something more sacred. It has been said that he shall judge among the nations, and shall rebuke many people, and they shall beat their swords into plowshares, and their spears into pruning hooks. Nation shall not lift up sword against nation, neither shall they learn war any more. But until that time comes, we have Kenpo Arnis.